What's good, Grateful Gal family? Y'all know what time it is, man. Welcome into the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. Truly excited about today's sports show. Just happy in general for life. So many new blessings, so many more opportunities. Just by simply doing what you do, simply by being who I am, simply by doing what you do. We receive so many blessings from Jehovah. I just really appreciate him. Again, I'm looking forward to be able to speak about sports today. It's always truly a blessing to be able to do that. But before I get into that, going to get directly to the daily verse. Daily verse for the day of April 4th, 2024, derived from the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 20, and it states as follows. The one who bears witness of these things says, yes, I am coming quickly. Amen. Come, Lord Jesus. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 20. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sports Huddle Rundown, I'll be recapping the Elite Eight men's and women's Elite Eight. I'll be going over the Final Four matchups for this week, kicking off tomorrow and Saturday. Also, NCAA Baseball Top 25, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, United Football League, NFL news, and NBA regular season to end off the Sports Huddle. So again, getting into the NCAA men's and women's top 25 from the March Madness tournament. This tournament has definitely not disappointed. Such a spectacular event from the beginning to the end. But I'm going to get into the Elite Eight teams. So the Elite Eight was this past Saturday, March 30th. So on March 30th, we had the number one team for the East region. For the men's, UConn. They defeated number 3 Illinois 77-52 to advance to the Final Four. Also, we had number 4 Alabama defeat number 6 Clemson 89-82 to advance to their first ever Final Four appearance. So it's a lot of history in this Final Four from the men's and women's side. Then to Sunday games, March 31st, we had number 1 Purdue defeat number 2 Tennessee 72-66. And we had an upset out of the South region in the Elite Eight. We had number 11 NC State defeat number 4 Duke 76-64. Moving on to the NCAA women's. NCAA women's Elite Eight wrapped up on the 31st of March, this past Sunday. But it actually wrapped up this past Monday, But for Sunday games, March 31st, we had number 1 South Carolina defeat number 3 Oregon State 70-58 to advance to the Final Four. We had an upset by number 3 NC State. Number 3 NC State defeated number 1 Texas 76-66 to advance also to the Final Four. For Monday games, we had number 1 Iowa defeat number 3 LSU in an epic battle between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Both of those young ladies had tremendous games, put up outstanding stats in that game. But Caitlin Clark's teams took the victory and advanced to the Final Four. And following that game, we had number 3 UConn upset number 1 USC 80-73 for UConn to advance to the Final Four also. More interesting news and fun facts about this NCAA tournament this year. So this is the first time where 2 programs have had a men's and women's team represent their university or college in the Final Four. So NC State men's Wolfpack and NC State lady Wolfpacks are both representing NC State in the Final Four. Also, the UConn Huskies, men and female Huskies, are representing the UConn program in the Final Four also. So that is in itself is history, and it's the first time it has ever been done. So that's pretty cool. And then also, that's all I got for that. So Moving on to also Caitlin Clark, she broke some record, I believe, like the most 3-pointers made in the NCAA tournament or something like that. I think she just broke that record when they played LSU earlier this week. So again, just a phenomenal player, and I'm definitely excited to see these games kicking off tomorrow. So the Final Four will be tomorrow for the NCAA women's, April 5th at 7 p.m. On ESPN will be the first game. We will have number 1 South Carolina hosting number 3 NC State. Again, that'll be a pretty good game. I'm definitely looking to be locked into that game. And then following that game at 9 p.m. on ESPN tomorrow night, we have number 1 Iowa hosting number 3 UConn. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from that game. I mean, I would advise you all to check out that game for yourself. And then on Saturday, the Final Four for the men's will kick off, and I will have that information on Saturday morning during that Sports Huddle. So definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. And again, make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the NCAA Women's Final Four matchups from Friday, the 5th of April. Moving on to NCAA Baseball Top 25. I'm on NCAA Baseball Top 25. From Monday games, April 1st, we had Southern University upset number 18 LSU 12-7, and we had number 5 Oregon State dominate Gonzaga 14-0. From Tuesday games, April 2nd, we had an upset out of Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas defeated number 23 Mississippi State 7-6. Number 9 Duke defeated Liberty 9-4. Number 15, Virginia defeated Old Dominion 4-0. Number 2, Clemson dominated South Carolina upstate 11-1. East Carolina defeated number 12 East Carolina defeated number 19 NC State 12-4. Number 14 Florida State defeated Jacksonville 5-3. We had an upset out of Coastal Carolina. We had UNC Wilmington defeat number 20 Coastal Carolina 6-4. We had number 21 Wake Forest defeat UNC Greensboro 9-2. Number 25 UCF defeated Bethune 14-1. Number 6 Florida defeated Florida A&M 10-7. Number 1 Arkansas dominated Arkansas State 13-0. Number 3 Texas A&M defeated Texas State, 12-2. We had an upset out of Nebraska. We had unranked Creighton defeat number 24 Nebraska 5-3. Number 8 Dallas Baptist defeated Tarleton State 8-7. And number 5 Oregon State defeated Gonzaga 13-5. Recap of last night games from the 3rd of April. We had number 13 Alabama defeat Samford in a close one, 11-10. Number 14 Florida State defeated Bethune 5-2. We had number 22 South Carolina fall to unranked Georgia Southern 8-0. For today's games kicking off at 7 p.m. on the SEC Network, we have number 1 Arkansas hosting Ole Miss. We have a top 20 ranked matchup, number 18 LSU hosting number 7 Vanderbilt at 7 p.m. on ESPN2. We have another top 20 ranked matchup, number 15 Virginia hosting number 10 North Carolina on the ACC Network at 7 p.m. For tomorrow games, April 5th, we have number 14 Florida State going up against Boston College. Number 2 Clemson going up against Notre Dame. Number 9 Duke hosting Miami. Top 20 rematch between number 15 Virginia and number 10 North Carolina. Number 19 NC State will be going up against Louisville. Number 20 Coastal Carolina will be hosting Old Dominion. Number 25 UCF will be hosting Kansas State. Number 12 East Carolina will be going up against FAU. We have a top 20 ranked matchup between number 17 Kentucky hosting number 13 Alabama. We have another top 25 ranked matchup, number 22 South Carolina hosting number 3 Texas A&M. Number 4, Tennessee going up against Auburn. Number 6, Florida going up against Missouri. Number 8, Dallas Baptist going up against Western Kentucky. Number 21, Wake Forest going up against number 11, Virginia Tech. Number 23, Mississippi State hosting my Georgia Bulldogs. Go Dogs. Number 24, Nebraska hosting Ohio State. Number 1, Arkansas hosting Ole Miss. Top 20 ranked matchup between number 18, LSU, and number 7, Vanderbilt. Number 5, Oregon State is hosting Arizona State. And number 16, UC Irvine is hosting Santa Barbara. So make sure y'all tune in to the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from NCAA Final Four, men's and women's, and NCAA baseball top 25. Moving on to Major League Baseball, again, opening weekend was this past week. Definitely was a disappointment for the Braves. You know, it's a long season. I'm excited. I'm excited how I see the bats going. You know, they hitting the ball pretty well. Yesterday was a pretty tough game against the White Sox. Good defense, but you know, still, you know, we're getting hits, we're getting runs early in the season. Hopefully, we can sustain that throughout the year. You know, with being healthy, one big reason we should be good. You know, if that happens, you know, like I say, any team could be good if everybody's at their top health. You know, I firmly believe that. But moving back to Monday games, April 1st, we had the Braves dominate the White Sox 9-0. We had the Cubs over the Rockies 5-0. The Pirates defeated the Nationals 8-4. The Orioles over the Royals 6-4. The Angels over the Marlins 7-4. The Reds defeated the Phillies in extra innings 6-3. The Rangers over the Rays 9-3. The Tigers defeated the Mets in 10 innings 5-0. The Astros over the Blue Jays, 10-0. The Red Sox over the Athletics 9-0. The Mariners defeated the Guardians 5-4. The Diamondbacks fell to the Yankees 5-2. The Cardinals fell to the Padres. The Cardinals defeated the Padres 6-2, and the Dodgers defeated the Giants 8-3. Tuesday games, the 2nd of April, we had the White Sox defeat the Braves 3-2. The Brewers over the Twins 3-2. The Royals defeated the Orioles 4-1. The Angels defeated the Marlins 3-1. The Phillies defeated the Reds 9-4. The Rangers fell to the Rays 5-2. The Cubs over the Rockies 12-2. The Blue Jays defeated the Astros 2-1. The Red Sox defeated the Athletics in 11 innings 5-4. The Guardians redeemed themselves, defeated the Mariners 5-2. The Diamondbacks also defeated the Yankees to get a 1-1 series. They shut them out 7-0. The Cardinals defeated the Padres 5-2, and the Dodgers defeated the Giants 5-4. For today's game, not for today's games, for last night games, April 3rd, we had the Orioles over the Royals 4-3. I'm actually surprised that the Orioles played because it's been raining in Baltimore for like the last 2-3 days. So I'm glad, that it wasn't raining enough to, not let the game go. So the Angels defeated the Marlins 10-2. The Twins over the Brewers 7-3. The Rangers defeated the Rays 4-1. The Red Sox swept the Athletics 1-0. The Yankees over the Diamondbacks in 11 innings 6-5. The Reds defeated the Phillies 4-1. The Guardians over the Mariners 8-0. The Padres defeated the Padres defeated the Cardinals 3-2. The Nationals over the Pirates 5-3. The Rockies fell to the Cubs 9-8. The Astros defeated the Blue Jays 8-0. And the Dodgers defeated the Giants 5-4. For today's games, we have a doubleheader for the Mets and the Tigers. They have 2 games back-to-back starting at noon today, 12:10 p.m. And then following that game at 3:10 p.m., they will play their second game. So they have a doubleheader from postponed games for rains. And the Pirates and the Nationals play at 4:05 today. The Twins host the Guardians. The Marlins going up against the Cardinals, and the Royals host the White Sox. So for tomorrow games, we have the Braves hosting the Diamondbacks, the Yankees hosting the Blue Jays, the Athletics going up against the Tigers, The Cubs hosting the Dodgers. The Rays going up against the Rockies. The Pirates hosting the Orioles. The Padres going up against the Giants. The Reds hosting the Mets. The Phillies going up against the Nationals. The Royals versus the White Sox. The Astros going up against the Rangers. The Brewers versus the Mariners. And the Red Sox going up against the Angels. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the Major League Baseball. It's been pretty good. I'm excited. Looking forward to hopefully get to a game this year with myself and my family. So be on the lookout for that episode too, as it comes and as the days go by. And as we get closer to that time frame, like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to being able to be blessed with that opportunity and that day to have that memory. So I'm looking forward to it. Moving on to the National Hockey League. National Hockey League recap from Monday, April 1st. We had the Maple Leafs defeat the Panthers 6-4. The Red Wings over the Lightning 4-2. The Penguins defeated the Rangers 5-2. The Flyers fell to the Islanders in overtime 4-3. The Blue Jackets defeated the Avalanche 4-1. The Oilers fell to the Blues in overtime 3-2. The Jets over the Kings 4-3, and the Kraken defeated the Sharks 4-2. For Tuesday games, April 2nd, we had the Sabres defeat the Capitals 6-2. The Panthers fell to the Canadiens 5-3. The Penguins defeated the Devils 6-3. The Islanders over the Blackhawks 2-1. The Predators got defeated by the Bruins 3-0. The Wild defeated the Senators 3-2. The Ducks over the Flames 5-3. And the Golden Knights defeated the Canucks 6-3. Recap of last night games from April 3rd. The Lightning defeated the Maple Leafs 4-1. The Devils fell to the Rangers 4-3. The Stars defeated the Oilers 5-0. The Kings over the Kraken 5-2. And the Canucks defeated the Coyotes 2-1. For today's games kicking off at 7 p.m., we have the Canadiens hosting the Lightning. The Panthers going up against the Senators. The Capitals hosting the Penguins. The Hurricanes hosting the Bruins. The Islanders going up against the Blue Jackets. The Predators hosting the Blues. The Avalanche going up against the Wild. The Jets hosting the Flames. And the Kings going up against the Sharks. For Friday games kicking off at 7 p.m. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Thank you, Lord. We have the Sabres hosting the Flyers tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., followed by the Red Wings versus the Rangers. The Capitals going up against the Hurricanes. At 9 p.m., we have the Oilers hosting the Avalanche. The Golden Knights going up against the Coyotes. And the Ducks hosting the Kraken. Y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all tune in to the Saturday Sports Huddle for National Hockey League updates. I'm excited. I like hockey. Hopefully, Georgia. I think I spoke a while back about Georgia potentially getting a hockey team again. I'm excited about that, man. I was sad when the Thrashers, left. Super blessed and grateful for the opportunity for my brothers and I to have experienced that with me, personally, being able to experience that with them. Us from being from the South, first of all, then from the city, we don't know nobody raised play hockey, but people love this sport, man. And it's like, I love football and basketball and baseball, the sports that I've, partaken in, that type of stuff. And I know about the game and know the drive and know what it takes to be good and know, these type of things. So I enjoy to speak about hockey just because I know from outside looking in, what it takes and how competitive it is and how, the Stanley Cup is looked at as one of the best trophies and best, probably championships to win. Growing up, you knew a lot of pro hockey players' names and that type of stuff, the good guys, the European, basically the Canadians, but now it's more American, men and women who are starting to, become professional, be more professional, and be, National Hockey League players type of stuff. So, moving on to the United Football League, great weekend kickoff. Definitely excited about the UFL. Again, it kicked off last Saturday, March 30th. I went over the Saturday and Sunday slate, so I will recap those. We had the Stallions defeat the Renegades 27-14. Followed by that game, we had a close one with the Panthers versus the Blackhawks. We had the Panthers defeat the Blackhawks 18-16. I believe that was on the last second field goal. I think it was like pretty far. I don't know why it's not letting me bring the stats up. But I'm pretty sure it was on a pretty long field goal if I remember seeing the highlights. So I'm definitely going to try my best to check out some games. Oh, here it is right here. Yes, the gentleman, Jake Bakes, he hit a 64-yard field goal to win the game against the Blackhawks. So, pretty cool game. And then on Sunday games, the 31st of March, we had the Brahmas. Yeah, I guess it's their name, the Brahmas. I gotta listen to the commentators more when they say the name, and I know how to enunciate them. The Brahams, I think they call them, went against the Defenders, and they defeated the Defenders 27-12. And then followed by that game, we had the Showboats defeat the Roughnecks 18-12. I honestly thought it was going to be way more teams than what it is now, even though I guess the talent is definitely more ramped up in a way, but I definitely thought when they made this, when they combined the teams or combined the franchises, the XFL and the what was the United Football, the US something, whatever the UFL was before the XFL, but the teams from the XFL have merged. I really about to have to do more research on that because it was kind of advertised out of the blue almost, and I just kind of followed it from that point to say, oh, the merger happened, but I thought it was gonna be way more teams than what it was. If I thought, I probably just misinterpreted information that I saw. But these are the 8 teams that are currently a part of the league, and I'm pretty sure they're looking forward to expand. It's definitely cool. It's just like how the professional basketball scene has erupted, like, in a way. It's more underground, but more people know about it also. But now football has been, brought to a larger scale for third-party interest, like in football. And it gives us the gap in between the big football, the NFL. But a lot of these guys are previous NFL players that might have been practice squad, or some might have, undrafted free agents and got the cut from camp, that type of stuff. But some guys even played on active rosters and had a lot of playing time in the NFL. Now they playing it in the UFL. So it's a high level talent, different rules almost in ways, but it's still football, 1-on-1. So I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to being able to see, catch some games. Excuse me. Moving on to NFL news. Big NFL news out of the camp of the Bills. The Bills, lost a great wide receiver, and the Texans acquired a great wide receiver, and that trade was from the Buffalo Bills to the Houston Texans. So Stephon Diggs is no longer a Buffalo Bill. He is currently matched up with the up-and-coming young superstar quarterback, C.J. Stroud. Definitely a great acquisition for him, because look at what C.J. Stroud did with, I ain't gonna say no-name receivers, but receivers who want the top of the top, like Stephon Diggs. One of a kind type of wide receiver. Could do it all at the backfield, quick route. Take him to the house. Take the top off the defense, all that type of stuff. Great catch radius, strong hands, that type of stuff. So, definitely a great pick. And for great value, I think the Bills got a pretty good value out of the trade. So the Buffalo Bills received a second round pick for Stephon Diggs. So, and actually the Texans kind of won out, because the Texans traded away a pick they had in the second round, and it's for 2025. So the Bills received a 2025 round pick. So now the Texans are, receiving a contract amount for Stephon Diggs. I don't know the amount he had. It probably was like a 1 year probably left for the Bills. In a way he had to do some long-term type of stuff. So the Bills got that done, and they got they really lost out in a way. But they still got a second rounder in 2025, which is still next year. But they had to go a full year without their number one receiver. And we shall see how Josh Allen, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll see how Josh Allen adjusts to that. So, it'll be cool. I think he'll still have a productive year up in Buffalo as their quarterback. A lot of good receivers up there still. But, not as bigger names than, Stephon Diggs. Pretty good tight end still up there. Pretty good offensive coordinator from what it looks like, how they put the scheme together around Josh Allen. But I'm pretty sure Stephon Diggs was a big part of that. But Gabe Davis, he's a gentleman who's been known to step up in big moments and crucial times. So I'm pretty sure he's been able to do that throughout the year anyway. So he'll be probably a priority going into the season, and along with whoever the Bills could potentially draft and people who are on the roster, that type of stuff. But the Texans are definitely getting a huge upside to their offense to go along already with a good young defense, a hungry team who believes in their coach. The coach has the right mindset, defensive-minded coach type of guy, but he's able to connect with his team, and I think they definitely picked the right quarterback in that draft, if you ask me. Because C.J. Stroud gonna be a great young quarterback, a great quarterback in this league, but he's definitely already up and coming in his first ever season. So I'm just super excited to see what he does in year 2. So good luck to him and to all those players and those franchises and a part of that team. So moving on to NBA regular season. Currently, at the time of this podcast, of this episode, we are 10 game days away from the end of the regular season. So definitely looking for a push here from the Hawks. Hopefully we can get how many other games left we have over that 10 game day span. And what I mean by 10 game day span is the NBA has 10 days total left where NBA games will be played in the regular season. So that doesn't mean every team has 10 games. Some teams might have 8 or whatever amount, whatever it is. I don't think every team has 10, but 10 playing days in the regular season is left. So I'm definitely excited about the Hawks and the way we need to finish, and hopefully Trae Young can come back from injury, soon and be the best, not just to rush back, but to be healthy enough to play, physical basketball and help out this team win, because these guys are gelling and buying into coach and what he's been coaching all year, and it's starting to finally click. And hopefully, hopefully Trae Young is able to insert himself, which I think he has no problem doing, but, definitely be beneficial to the team. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to the playoff run. I think we're going to go on. I think our bench is playing well, playing with confidence right now. With this extra playing time is going to help them just get used to playing tempo. Even though the playoffs is different tempo, but still with that sense of urgency, I've been seeing it from these young guys, and they've been stepping up. So I'm excited to see how, Coach Snyder is going to continue to gel these guys and have them believing in themselves and playing their best basketball when it matters. So from April 1st, recap NBA games. We had the Hawks defeat the Bulls 113-101. We had the Celtics over the Hornets 118-104. The Grizzlies over the Pistons 110-108. The Pacers over the Nets 133-111. The Magic defeated the Trailblazers 104-103. And the Suns defeated the Pelicans 124-111. Tuesday, April 2nd, we had the Lakers defeat the Raptors 128-111. The Wizards going up against the Bucks 117-113. The 76ers over the Thunder 109-105. Also, Joel Embiid has made his return to the NBA court from his knee surgery. I think it's been about almost 5 weeks, give or take. It's probably been definitely over a month, so probably about going to the 6-8 week mark. But hopefully he went the smart route, and like I said, he's ready to go at his healthiest time to make a run in the playoffs. So I'm excited for these playoffs, man. It's gonna be good. So he came back this past Tuesday, and he helped his team defeat the Thunder, who lead right now. I believe they have the best record in the West, if I'm not mistaken. Them or the Timberwolves. I'm excited for this playoff. I'm excited to see Ant and the Timberwolves. No, it's the Timberwolves right now. They're 53-23, dominating right now, playing great basketball. Proud of those guys. Proud of Ant and the way he's leading and he's putting on for our city and representing in this life, man. So keep going and doing great things. Then after that game, the Heat defeated the Knicks 109-99. The Timberwolves defeated the Rockets 113-106. The Nuggets defeated the Spurs 110-105. The Cavaliers defeated the Jazz 129-113. The Kings defeated the Clippers 109-95. And the Warriors defeated the Mavericks 104-100. For Wednesday games, April 3rd, we had the Hawks defeat the Pistons 121-113. The Trailblazers over the Hornets 89-86. The Wizards fell to the Lakers 125-120. The Celtics over the Thunder 135-100. The Nets defeated the Pacers 115-111. The Grizzlies over the Bucks 111-101. The Timberwolves defeated the Raptors 133-85. Domination. The Magic defeated the Pelicans 117-108, and the Suns over the Cavaliers 122-101. For today's games, we have the Mavericks hosting the Hawks. That'll be a pretty good matchup, pretty good win for us if we get that. The Heat versus the 76ers. On TNT tonight at 7:30 p.m., we have the Knicks hosting the Kings, the Rockets hosting the Warriors, and at 10 p.m. tonight on TNT, we have the Clippers hosting the Nuggets. For Friday games, April 5th, we have the Hornets hosting the Magic, the Thunder going up against the Pacers, the Wizards hosting the Trailblazers, the Kings going up against the Celtics at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night on NBA TV, the Bulls hosting the Knicks, the Heat going up against the Rockets, the Grizzlies hosting the Pistons, the Raptors going up against the Bucks, the Pelicans hosting the Spurs, the Mavericks hosting the Warriors. At 10 p.m. tomorrow night on NBA TV, I'm going to be locked in that game. The Suns will be hosting the Timberwolves at 10 p.m. on NBA TV. That's going to be a good game. Ant versus KD and Devin Booker and all those guys, Cat and Rudy and all those guys. It's going to be And then at 10:30 p.m. tomorrow night, the Clippers host the Jazz. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for the NBA. And before I get off the sports huddle and wrap up for the night or for the day, we have, not breaking news, but I wanted to mention this. I did see some things, so I don't know how true it is, but I know this is true that Bronny James is looking to enter the transfer portal for NCAA men's, which I'm excited for him. I think he needs a fresh start in a way. I think it was like a lot of cloud over USC, not in a way, but with everything that happened to him. But, he got over that. God blessed him. And then he wasn't starting. I seen somewhere where it said he had Georgia in mind, which, man, that would be a great pickup for us. Great pickup for us. I think he sees where Georgia as a program whole university is just, his greatness. And, Atlanta's cool. Atlanta right there, hour away. It's a great city. Some cool place to be at. But he see a lot of stars go there in football, other sports, even basketball now. We're recruiting better with Coach White. And I think he's going to, I think he could definitely swing him. I would love to see Bronny, play for Georgia. He's seen Anthony Edwards play there, #1 pick, domination, type of guy. So I'm looking forward to it, definitely looking forward to it. But that's all I got for the Sports Huddle today, ladies and gentlemen. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all around the world, man. I've got a new country recently. I think it was yesterday I looked, and I'm broadcasting out of Japan. So shout out to Japan. I appreciate the love and support. I'm definitely looking forward to having you all on the show next Friday for fun facts. I had a chance to actually spend a night there in Japan in my younger years when I was in the military, and that was pretty cool. Got to go, experience a little night culture, not like, go out and like that, but I went out to like a 7-Eleven type stuff and, got yen, all that type of stuff, ate the food. It was cool, it was cool, stayed in the hotel, even share some of y'all, liquor, so that was pretty cool. So, just, experience, but I always remember that. So I'm looking forward to have y'all on the show and, showing y'all some love. But tomorrow, Fun Fact Friday, will be on the country of the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines for your love and support. Definitely looking forward to having y'all on the show. Also, get some fun facts out there to the world about y'all. But other than that, y'all be loved. Y'all be blessed. Keep Jehovah in your heart. Keep Jesus in your heart. Keep Jehovah and Jesus in your life. And y'all be blessed. Till next time. Peace.